This is probably one of the most frustrating things that women experience whenever they're navigating some type of hormone care, because they're having all the feels. They're exhausted all the time. They have absolutely no sex drive. They can't sleep at night. They have brain fog. They're just losing their stamina and their muscles, and their joints are hurting. And they already know that their testosterone levels are low, but their doctor won't prescribe anything. Why is that the case? So I want to talk about this because it tends to be very controversial, especially when it comes to providers. So that way you can understand where maybe your provider's coming from. If you're new to me, my name is Sherry. I'm certified in menopause health as well as hormone optimization. And I love to educate women as they transition into menopause so they can start feeling like themselves again. So let's explore why providers are not prescribing testosterone to women. Now, like I said, in traditional medicine, this is still very controversial. And one of the main reasons behind it, and I can only speak here for the United States. In the United States, we have a process of approving medications. It's through the FDA. And right now, there is no FDA-approved testosterone replacement that is specifically designed for women. So many providers feel very uncomfortable prescribing something like that is really considered to be, I guess, off-label. Now, another reason is that a lot of providers are just not trained in this, especially when it comes to testosterone replacement in women. Now, to be honest with you, most providers get very little education when it comes to menopause in general, let alone testosterone. And there's a lot of providers out there who really worry about the side effects like acne, having more hair growth, voice deepening, and hair loss even. But I'm here to tell you that those concerns, of course, they're valid. I mean, there's side effects with, any type of medication, even hormone replacement does have side effects. But this is why you have to find a provider who is trained in this type of replacement, that they're monitoring your symptoms, they're monitoring your blood work, because the dose has to be very precise. So that way it's not too low and it's not too high. So that way you're not getting those side effects. But here's the one thing that a lot of women and a lot of providers, they don't understand. You see, women, we have testosterone. Actually, when we're younger, we probably have more testosterone than we do have anything else. But it starts to decline in our late 20s. All through our 30s, it keeps declining. By the age of 40, we've lost 50% of it. This is why we start having the issues with libido, our energy, our motivation, how we're thinking, how we're sleeping, all the things. So if you're having those types of symptoms, then I encourage you to go find a hormone specialist who is going to look at your medical history. They're going to do an intake of your symptoms that you're having, making sure that your blood work is correlating with your symptoms. Now, because not every woman out there needs testosterone replacement. It's just for women who are having the symptoms, who are showing the correlation with the blood work, who really do need it. But at the end of the day, it's about having informed conversations with your provider, right? And not being dismissed, because that makes you feel even worse yet. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to always have it individualized to you, and it has to be backed by evidence-based care. So I know this is super frustrating for you, but yes, go out, try to find a hormone specialist so that way they can do an evaluation and see if this is something that you need. I hope this gives you a little bit more explanation of why you may be not getting what you want out of the provider that you currently have. Of course, if you or anyone else have more questions, please drop them in the comments. And when it comes to menopause, make sure you hit that follow button so that way we can continue to go on this journey.